So what is going on, guys? NativePrince93 here with another video, and today we're going to talk about iPadOS 14.4 Beta 1 because it came out last Tuesday and I wanted to get a follow-up video going for you guys to see how it's held up over these last few days and to see if it's worth updating if you're a public developer or in the developer program, guys. But before we get started, huge shout out to channel sponsor Paperlike for always hooking us up and making sure that our iPad screen is A, always clean, B, always protected, and then C, just a pleasure to use, guys. And then also not being afraid to scratch your screen when using your Apple Pencil 2. But that's enough about them. Let's get right into the video. So I did want to make a follow-up video for you guys on the performance and battery life on iPadOS 14.4. So if we go into the settings, go into the About section, obviously we're on 14.4 as you can see, with version E at the end of it. So this is the first version of the Beta 1. And because it is, the holiday season, Apple normally releases their final one about 2 weeks before the new year. And I do believe that this Beta 1 is going to be the last update that we get until the new year, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but that's usually how they do it, because last year we got a similar update around the same time and we didn't get another one until after the new year. So this could be the last one. And it's like I said, 14.4 Beta 1 with the E moniker at the very end. So this is the first beta of 14.4. And again, there's nothing different, guys. Nothing physically different, nothing visually different. I did see that Zollotech found a couple of new things, but again, they're mostly on the iOS side and on the HomePod side, and the HomePod Mini needs to be on a beta program anyway for it to be really taken advantage of. So what I did want to show off a little bit was the battery life. So battery life for me has been very hit or miss, right? So as you guys can see, my iPad stays pretty charged all the time. I keep the Magic Keyboard plugged in over here, as you guys can see, and the iPad is just sitting on there all the time. But from time to time, I'll unplug it just to test out the battery, and if you guys can see here, from 9 to about 11:30, I lost over 70% battery, and I was doing nothing that intensive, guys. I was watching a couple videos, browsing a little bit, and then towards the end of it, I started video editing a little bit, and it killed the battery life. So as you guys can see, screen on time 3 hours and 53 minutes, screen off time 17 hours. So standby time is amazing. Standby time is always going to be there. It's Apple products. Anything with an Apple chip is going to have great standby time. But my screen on time, I used to get around 8 to 10 hours of screen on time on this thing. Now again, it could be because it's an older battery. It could be because it's an older device. But from my experience, the battery life has gotten worse and worse with all these updates that have come out. And again, I think the Magic Keyboard is a big reason why. It sucks up a lot of battery, so Apple, please give me a setting where I can turn off the Magic Keyboard and still use the Magic Keyboard as a stand without sucking juice out of the actual iPad Pro thinking it's about to be used the entire time. But other than that, we got nothing really crazy, like I mentioned, nothing functionally different. I did notice that there was a new animation under the passwords. So passwords has a new animation over here where it says passwords are locked. I don't think that was there before. I don't want to show you guys my password, so I'm not going to give you guys my Face ID, but that's the only other visual difference that I noticed inside of the actual system. So that's iPadOS 14.4 Beta 1 for you guys. Let's get out of this view, go back to the normal one. So as you guys saw from both my previous video and what we just talked about, iPadOS 14.4 had no major updates. It wasn't anything like 13.4 that we got last year, unfortunately. And as you guys saw, I have had a couple of battery issues, right? Again, I don't know if it's because my iPad is now a little bit on the older side, if it's because I'm always plugged into the Apple keyboard, or if it's just that I'm always plugged in general, so the battery's getting worse quicker, right? But right now my battery life is not doing well, and I'm not looking forward to the day where we're all out and about again and doing work without chargers near us, because this iPad won't last longer than 4 or 5 hours, I don't think, especially if I'm doing intensive tasks like LumaFusion or FaceTime or anything that involves video and data, guys, because it sucks up the battery very quickly. And again, I do believe the Magic Keyboard has a lot to do with that, but again, if I want to be as productive as possible, I need that Magic Keyboard. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Leave a comment below if you guys are updating to 14.4 Beta 1 or if you're waiting for the public release. Also, I'm going to link below Paperlike and a link to all these wallpapers because you guys always seem to be asking me for my wallpapers. But like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace.